guys, it's Bailey from Making Up the Midwest, and it is time for May's monthly favorites. So if you want to see them, let's get into it. The first few things I want to talk about are for the face. A lot of you, or a few of you will know that I recently posted my foundation routine video. I have been loving all of those products and using them pretty routinely throughout the month, but more specifically, I have been in love with the Ready Set Gorgeous liquid foundation and powder foundation from CoverGirl. I have an entirely separate review on these if you want to go see that. So I'll just sum them up nicely here. The liquid specifically is a nice light foundation that still provides relatively heavy coverage, and it has a matte finish to help control the shine just in time for spring and summer when we're all a little bit more dewy naturally. The powder foundation I don't actually use as a foundation. I didn't particularly like it as an all-over foundation. Rather, I use it as a setting powder specifically in my under eye area and T-zone on days depending on what the weather is like. And the reason I love this is because it's the first setting powder in a long time that has really kept my under eye makeup in place. At the end of the day, there's not any mascara running down, there's not any under eye makeup running down, and there isn't any discoloration because I have like some purpley blue that tends to show up around here, lack of sleep, stress, allergies, whatever might be doing it that day. This keeps all of that covered until I'm ready to remove it. It's just fantastic. It provides a little bit of extra coverage because it is a powder foundation, but the texture is such that it doesn't get cakey throughout the day. Now, in the comment section of that foundation video where I use both of these products, a few of you were asking how I keep it from getting cakey. I guess that's a problem a lot of people have been having. And two things. The first is moisturize really well. You will definitely know if you forget a moisturizer before you put these on because it dries down to a powder finish, so it will look a little streaky. You can see your brush streaks in it. And in general, it will look cakey in some spots. It won't lay evenly. Moisturization is one key. And the next is using your toner from your skincare or using a makeup setting spray to kind of get rid of that super powdery finish. But ultimately, I like it for its ability to control oil, so I don't want to get rid of that powder finish too much. Next up are brushes. I also talk about these in that foundation video and have been using them ever since I got them. All three are from Makeup Geek. This one is the angled stippling brush. I use this to apply the liquid foundation, and I talk more about this in that foundation video, why I use these, why I prefer these brushes in particular to serve the purposes they do. This, I just like how dense it is and how it nicely buffs product into the skin, but the angle of it allows you to be a little more precise in areas like by your nose, in your under eye area. I find is most conducive to applying things quickly and evenly, yet being a little more precise. The next is this. It's called the Face Buffer Brush, but I use it to pat product, specifically this powder foundation in the Ready Set Gorgeous collection, into my under eye area and in my T-zone. It's dense enough that it picks up the right amount of powder such that it provides great coverage, but not so much that it looks cakey once you've laid it down. And the shape just makes it more conducive to buffing, as the name suggests. And then the last brush is the rounded blush brush. However, I find this is too dense to use for blush because it just tends to put on too much pigmentation. Rather, I like to use it for contouring. It just fits pretty perfectly into the hollows of the cheeks and lightly as a contour up here, down the jawline, and then I also like to use it as a highlighter because it's precise enough to get on the bridge of the nose and the Cupid's bow. So really, I find it's great for face work, just more precise face work. And these actually came in a face set that I plan on having a review of coming here soon. Next up are the eyes, and if this were a YouTube made me buy it video, this would definitely be an Emily Noel product because she talks so highly about these. They are the Mally eyeshadow sticks, and this is in a set of 5 that I got from QVC. In fact, it's the only place that I think I could find a set. Essentially, these are supposed to act as primer, eyeshadow, can be liner as well. And in addition to having sleek packaging, they also all have the color that they are on the bottom, so if you do prefer to store your eye pencils right or upside down, you can see what the actual colors are, which I think is fantastic. But more onto the quality of the product, these don't budge. I wore them without a primer. I'm actually currently wearing 3 of them today without a primer, without setting them with a powder. They lasted solidly without creasing or fading or budging throughout the day. these just definitely live up to the hype, and they're super pigmented. Now, the thing with this set is that they are all shimmery, but I recently found out that she has 2 matte sticks that recently came out. So I'm definitely going to have to give them a try, because if you're not a shimmer lover, these are probably not for you because they are pretty shimmery. But as far as performance goes, they provide some amazing looking color and coverage without moving throughout the day. And they're so easy to apply. It's really, you apply them directly. You maybe use a buffing brush like this one, one of the Precision from Sigma, to buff it in, and you're good to go for the rest of the day. And then on the lashes, what I've been loving is a mascara that I reviewed earlier in the month. It's the L'Oreal Voluminous Miss Manga Mascara, and I have been loving it for the volume and length it creates. But you should be warned that it definitely doesn't separate the lashes, and a lot of you have said that for that reason alone, this would not be for you. So it's something to be aware of, and you can watch the review for more information on that. But the bottom line is, yes, it adds volume and length, but if you're a separation kind of gal, probably not for you, but it's still one that I have been loving throughout the month because it lasts throughout the day without flaking, smudging, but it still provides some serious drama for your lashes. Before we leave the eyes, let's talk brows. I recently did a top 5 and under 5 favorite brow products, mainly or entirely fillers, but in that video I had a few questions about the products that I was wearing on my eyes, and those are 2 that I had mentioned, and both are in my favorites this month, and both are from IT Cosmetics. One is the Your Brows But Better, and this I use first to basically outline my eyes. I start at the bottom here so I get a nice crisp, clean, here I should show you on the one that's not covered with hair. I start on my inner corner and I sweep, drawing this line at the bottom of the brow out, and then I use it all the way to the end to really create that fine, precise flick. So you really get narrow brows here towards the end to complete the shape, because that's one place that I'm lacking when it comes to hair. Then once that is pretty adequately filled in, I will go in with the Brow Power Waterproof Perfector, which is a thicker pencil and has a more waxy consistency, so it not only fills in the brows, but it also sets them. I mean, once this is on your brows, it really is waterproof. It doesn't budge, your brows stay in place, you don't have any wild and crazy brows throughout the day. These 2 are my dream team for the brows lately. And last, I want to talk lips. Milani has been putting out some amazing lip products lately, and some of my favorite this month have been the Brilliant Shine lip glosses. Again, review in the info bar, you can get more information on each shade specifically, but they have amazing pigmentation, they're super smooth on the lips, and they have some shocking lasting powers. So I today am wearing the shade Luminous over a lipstick. This is Maybelline's Shocking Coral lipstick, but I'm wearing this because it has this beautiful gold shimmer right in the center of the lips to give them a little more shine and fullness. But there are other shades within the line that I actually love wearing alone for their pigmentation, one of which is Mai Tai, which is this beautiful orange with gold shimmer, and it looks like almost like a liquid lipstick. It is so pigmented. And they're super affordable because they're Milani from the drugstore. Love, love, love these. Those are all my favorites for the month of May. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as usual, I would love to hear what your favorites for the month have been in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!